Good day, this is Professor Will, CBMD PhD. Today's Tuesday, September 22nd, 2020. It is 8:00:11 seconds p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and this is the beginning of my Microbiology 2020. So let's hop to it here. Prior to its phylogenetic liberation, microbiology had long been mired, down conceptually sinking ever deeper as 20th century biology unfolded. This descent into innocence started long before that. However, when microbiologists failed to develop a phylogenetic or natural classification system for bacteria based upon the classical characteristics available to them, as a consequence, bacteriology's development became increasingly one-sided, so much so that, from an organismal perspective, the discipline developed not at all. The condition was chronic, progressing over several generations of microbiologists, and so was scarcely felt, and to the extent that it was felt, the condition was accepted as normal. One of the rare, if not only times the problem was brought to the fore, was in 1962 when Sneyer and Van Nile lamented, "The abiding intellectual scandal of bacteriology has been the absence of a clear concept of the bacterium." Unfortunately, the author suggested remedy for the malaise was untenable, as we shall see, and as a consequence served to encourage the unfortunate changeover from the name bacteriology to microbiology, a change that dogs microbiology to this day. A label that had denoted the study of what seemed a naturally defined grouping of organisms, bacteriology was replaced by one that encompassed an organismal potpourri. One can in principle have a biologically valid unified concept of bacteria, but a comparable unifying concept of the artificial grouping, microorganisms, is impossible. The semantic thimble rig involved in this name change was one of the factors that helped to push the problem of a concept of bacterium off the table. From a basic scientific perspective, bacteriology in 1992 was worse off than it had been in 1962. But by 1992, bacteriology had a powerful remedy for the situation. Whatever else it is, bacteriology is the first and foremost an organismal science, just as are zoology and botany. As such, its focus is understanding particular naturally defined groupings of organisms. A critical difference between bacteriology and the other two organismal sciences, however, is that the other two could develop as organismal sciences in the absence of molecular characterizations, whereas bacteriology could not. Bacterial morphologies are too simple and variable to have such phylogenetic significance, but phylogeny is embedded in the complex morphologies and variations on morphological themes characteristic of animal and plant life. In the bacterial world, it is physiology, not morphology, that predominates and distinguishes. But physiological characteristics have so far proven phylogenetically intractable. Whereas amongst eukaryotes, organization manifests itself predominantly in structure. Organization in the bacterial world occurs mainly in the shifting and subtle biochemical states of the system, something the eye cannot directly apprehend. In the absence of a knowledge of phylogenetic relationships, a concept of bacteria was unattainable. Good day, this is Professor Will, CBMD PhD on microbiology, bioinformatics, and computer science. Well, hope you enjoyed listening. Until next time, have a great day.